There you can hear some wishes and hopes for the new year. We'll get to the business year started right. We wanted to see what the global economy has in store for this year for businesses and individuals. Chris Beck is an expert at assessing political and economic risk, and we've spoken to him on many topics in the past. Him and I whipped through a number of countries, and we started with Japan.
Natural disasters, earthquake.
Hong Kong.
A monsoon.
Interesting. China.
Political risk.
How so?
It's an emerging market, but it very much presents, at least for Western companies, a political challenge to enter into that marketplace. It is not the same playing field that we're accustomed to in a lot of the rest of the world.
Now, I'll follow up on that. In 2014, we did see a number of anti-corruption big headlines that
Indeed.
ultimately did affect big global brands. Is that something that they need to be more aware of in 2015, or I should say more careful of?
Well, I think absolutely that as China continues to modernize their economy, the notion of anti-corruption and the importance of making certain that that doesn't either come in or isn't present within the economy isn't going to go away. And so I would counsel any organization that they don't want to be on the wrong side of that ledger.
The Middle East?
Terrorism, absolutely.
I mean, what about the fall of oil the situation in Syria, and unstable situation at Iran? I mean, a lot of
and all
issues.
of that.
How do you measure that?
Well, certainly we're all measuring oil prices in that price per barrel. Those situations, the reduction in oil prices, the situation in Syria, are all a part of feeding this larger challenge of terrorism that we're seeing within the Middle East. And when we're talking to our customers, when our clients, they tend to be in those areas where they're actually facing that terrorist threat. The Middle East is presenting challenges globally for us that we've seen in the past, but never to this degree.
Looking ahead, any hot spots around the world that you're keeping a very close eye on?
We would expect, if oil prices continue to drop at the rate that they are, we would expect that there's going to be increased instability in a number of countries that are already in the headlines.
Let's name names.
Iran would be one. They've got an economy that's built on $100 a barrel oil. As we head down to $50 and perhaps below, the amount of pressure that puts on their government is tremendous. Venezuela is another. And there are any number of countries.
You're talking about political instability.
Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely. And political instability in those parts of the world tends to translate itself outward. It doesn't tend to stay within the confines of the border.